All right, so we're using our new trig ratios here to solve for missing sides, right triangles. And I guess kind of like the rest of the triangle if we had to, right? Okay. So I'm curious, for number one, Shane, can you help me with number one?
So you can do sine
Mm-hmm.
39 because it's opposite h and 15 are opposite over.
The sine of 39 degrees, Shane says, is equal to opposite over hypotenuse, right?
And the sine of 39 is 0.629.
So you can estimate that. Oh, yeah. So that would be like the opposite would be 15
Yeah, and then
over the hypotenuse of h. Okay, so then you estimate for the sine of 39?
yeah, which is
0.60?
0.629.
0.629. Okay.
And then you can.
Equals 15 over h. Okay.
And then if you can just solve for h. So,
How would you solve for h?
well, I put 0.629 over 1 and I cross multiply.
Love it. Good, cool suggestion. 0.629 over 1, and then cross multiply. Okay, so you've got h times 0.629 equals 15. Okay.
And then you can divide by 0.629 and get that h equals 23.8.
What do we think, team? Cool. Fairly straightforward. Devin, a thought?
I don't know if I'm supposed to do this. Can you just put solve in your calculator and then enter it?
It would give you the correct answer, but it's actually, I think, quicker for me if I just solve and, I mean, right, because in a way, you could even take this equation right here and then just evaluate that, just leave sine 39 as a unit, kind of. So, I mean, there are a couple different ways for this to be done, but you could multiply both sides by h, and then you've got h sine 39 equals 15. You could divide by sine 39. So h would equal 15 over sine 39. And then you can just punch this into your calculator. That's quicker than hitting solve.
Also, if you end up messing up, it's hard to like find where you went wrong in a calculator.
Right. And the algebra practice, this ability to manipulate symbols and solve is a critical skill. Very important. But you can use solve. If you want to double check and use solve, that's fine. But I will be looking actually to see that you know how to solve for the missing variable.
Wait, could you actually like the whole time just say h times sine 39 equals 15 and just solve it from there? Because I know you wouldn't be like showing all your steps, but it would be pretty quick.
Yeah, you could do that. I think it's easiest for me though if I like being able to think, okay, the sine of an angle is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. You know what I mean? That helps me anyway. Okay. Other questions on 2? Good question. Or sorry, on the first. Cesar, a thought? Okay, you said something. Lexi, yeah.
Should we estimate our answers?
That's fine. That's fine. It's interesting. Here we've got h equals 23.8.
Because like you could have left it, couldn't you also leave it as like 15 over sine?
Which one of these, gang, is more exact?
The one on the left.
The one on the left. I like it because as Jake says, sine 39, that's like an exact amount. This is a decimal estimate, which is fine. Both of these are acceptable solutions. Both are great. Okay? Good question, Lexi. All right, moving on to number 2. We might can number 3. Looking at number 2, slightly different. Somebody help me with number 2. Carlo, please.
Okay, so by using I found that for this problem we would use cosines.
I love it. Ka. I'm going to quote you on that. Carlo uses ka, so katoa.
Yeah.
So cosine. Yeah, continue.
So I figured that 8 equals the adjacent and 12 equals the hypotenuse.
Adjacent and hypotenuse.
So I divided 8 by 12 and I got 0.66.
So 8 over 12 is the opposite. No, the adjacent, sorry.
Adjacent over hypotenuse.
Thanks, yeah. Adjacent over hypotenuse.
And I got 0.66.
Okay.
And find the angle, we use the inverse cosine to find the angle.
Nice. So we can just take the inverse cosine of that ratio, 8 or 12 or 0.66, which Carlo evaluated to, because that's going to give us theta. And what do we find for theta?
48.7.
We agree? Nice. Yeah, equals theta or equals x. Carlo, nice. Questions on this one? Cool. For number 3, do we need to do it, or do we just want to share the answer? Let's share the answer for n. What do we find on number 3? 7.56. Great. Great. N equals 7.56. Okay, groovy. Totally good. Any questions on Trig, our new identities? This weekend, you're going to have an opportunity to